Welcome to another installation of Vendor Voices with Kathy Zimmerman. Today, we have with us Brock Templin from Farber. Welcome, Brock.
Hi, thank you.
I would like to thank you and Martin and everybody at Farber for being a huge support, as well as just family to ABOS. You are so appreciated, and everything you do for us is just wonderful. So thank you for all that you guys do.
You're very welcome. It's an honor for us to do this.
So a little bit about you. You have 17 years in the custom vehicle world, and you've come up through the industry to prove yourself as knowledgeable, ambitious, and outspoken member of the bookmobile outreach and library community. With firsthand knowledge stemming from your many years physically building, delivering, training, and selling specialty vehicles, you are there to personally help guide people to create their bookmobile in the vision that they want it. And you may even have some surprise options for them that they may not have even known were possible. Whether it's a bookmobile with full shelving and carts, a sophisticated STEM lab with the latest technology, or a classroom for teaching and learning, Brock Templin and Farber Specialty Vehicles has your back.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, tell us how you got in the business.
So I honestly wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my life. Everyone always tries to figure out what they're trying to do with their time and what they're going to do in the future. And I knew that I didn't want to go to college personally. I did great in school. And both my parents are teachers, so they really pushed for the college aspect, but they understood and respected my decisions. And so to kind of get away from them, I went to a trade school for welding. And one of the perks of trade school, of course, is they hook you up with a career, and there's businesses that partner with the school to kind of hook you up. And one of those businesses was Farber. So they kind of said, you might go there one day and you might be wiring lights one day, you might be putting a windshield in the next day. And so through the years, I worked my way up from the bottom, from welding and grinding and painting vehicles, moved on, like you mentioned, to the training delivery department and that sort of thing. And now I'm in sales. So it's been a fun process. This transition has been a huge shift in my life, of course, and I couldn't be more than happy to do what I'm doing now. So I really enjoy this, the bookmobile community. It's kind of really ingrained in my nature. So, yeah.
Okay, so why did you choose to sell bookmobiles as opposed to any other specialty vehicle, or do you do other vehicles also?
Well, so I do other vehicles. I do classrooms, as you kind of mentioned, STEM vehicles. Some of those responsibilities I do share with another partner at Farber. But my main focus is the bookmobile section, outreach section. So I've always had a love of reading books. As a child, I honestly carried a book everywhere I went. So it's kind of a weird story too. It all kind of ties together. So when I was younger, I remember I read all the books at our library in my little small school that I'm from. And they announced one day there was a bookmobile coming by, and you could go out there and check out a book. And so I thought that was so crazy. So I went out and I remember how amazed I was at just looking up at this bookmobile and thinking, like, how cool is it that you have all these books at your fingertips? How cool is it you just get to drive around and take that to people? So coincidentally, years later, I've been at Farber for many years working. I found out that we had actually built that bookmobile as well. So it's just a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
Another reason that I have chosen to do bookmobiles is kind of my upbringing. I mentioned my parents; they're a huge part of my life, and they've always stressed helping others. My dad's still on the board of a homeless foundation after he retired as an elementary principal, and he always stressed helping others and helping to improve the community around us. So I like to know that the vehicles that we produce, the bookmobiles I sell, I know they're out there on a daily basis improving people's lives, whether it's just education or providing resources that they may not have had access to. It's really cool just knowing that. So I don't get to spend as much time as I used to helping out like at the homeless shelter with my dad and things like that, or the food pantry, or even like we used to hand out books on Christmas. So it's just nice to know that like my vehicles are out there making a difference.
That's so cool. Um, so, as you're working on vehicles and seeing, new thoughts and ideas come through, how do you see bookmobiles evolving into the future?
Well, it's kind of interesting. So one of the questions that I always get in my industry now, or just across the board when people hear what I do, because I'm in a really niche industry, it's kind of odd, right? People always ask me, are bookmobiles like, are they still a thing? Are they dying out? And I always have to respond like, no, it's the opposite. Like it's ever expanding, and they're not just they're not just typically the books being handed out like you remember as a child, like I experienced. They have technology in them. They have computer carts. They have green screens and bubble machines and anything that you can imagine. So now more than ever, the need for education programs and everything that our libraries have to offer, it's at its highest peak that it's ever been. So the groups that we're dealing with and the ones we're building right now, or the people that are inquiring about our new vehicles, they're looking for more of that technology, that connectivity, the green options too. So lately, it's been less books. It's been more a combo of the two, more STEM lab, science lab with the books, and that's kind of how I see it. How I see it evolving in the future is I think that groups are realizing that they can reach a larger group of people when they have these technology aspects. You're not just catching the reader, you're catching the gamer, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of interesting to see, but that's how I see it evolving. Now, don't get me wrong, there'll always be the need for physical copies of books, and
Oh, sure.
nothing beats reading a book, but tablets and laptops, and that's how I see it moving forward. There's going to be a lot more of that in these vehicles, and there already is. So I see it getting more extreme, let's say.
Excellent, excellent. Um, so what type of bookmobile or project is your favorite and why?
Well, so personally, I really do enjoy pretty much all the different types of vehicles we offer. I still, it's always amazing when you walk through our shop and you see all these different industries, whether it's bookmobiles or mammography or dental, even the police vehicles. They're really cool to see. And the thing that I enjoy the most, the thing that still has me in awe all the time is the design and layouts and the graphics that these people go with, and the things that they come to us with, these floor plans that they have in mind. And you're just like, I mean, I'm creative, right? That's part of my job, is helping you guys come up with floor plans. But some of the floor plans that the libraries have come to me with are just immaculate, and just like you just like, how did you come up with this? So that's honestly like the best part about my job is we always say, people say, how's the job? And I tell them every day is different. You never know what you're dealing with. You never know what the customer is going to need. And that's probably the best part about the job, is making these eye-catching, figuring out these puzzles that they come to us with. So
Yeah, I bet there's a real sense of satisfaction knowing, that you were there when that design was conceived and then watch it like come off the line,
yeah.
like however long later. I
Oh
that
yeah.
that has got to be just a huge thrill to
Yeah. And
go look at it. There it goes. Yeah.
yeah, and some of our vehicles start with nothing but a rolling frame, with literally we put every nut, bolt, and screw on the vehicle,
Hmm.
the windshield, and it goes from nothing to this just immaculate vehicle. And yeah, that's the best part. And I mean, I literally just had a STEM lab leave. It delivered yesterday, and they already sent me a news article about it. And
Oh,
and
wow.
that's the part that matters the most.
Sure, sure. Excellent. So why would a library looking to do an outreach vehicle choose Farber over anybody else?
So I'll give a little bit of our history and then kind of lead into that
Hmm.
question, I guess.
Okay.
So Farber Specialty Vehicles, we're family owned and operated. There are approximately 8 Farbers at Farber on a daily basis. I work in hand with Ken Farber himself, the CEO and president of the company. We've been in business now for 102 years. We just celebrated this anniversary recently, and we've been building custom vehicles for 40 of those years. So we are the largest, if not, we are one of the largest, if not the largest, custom vehicle manufacturers in the country. And we build and deliver approximately 170 to 190 custom vehicles each year. We have a labor force of about 160 employees. We're operating out of 4 locations. We have over 200,000 square feet of manufacturing space, and we have vehicles in all 50 states, Canada, overseas. And the best part about Farber, and one of the things we pride ourselves on, we do offer 100% custom floor plans on just about any chassis that you can imagine. So there are no dedicated floor plans. There's no certain chassis you have to use. We work with you to kind of figure out what you're looking for. So we pride ourselves on providing the most innovative, technologically advanced units that are offered in the industry. And we can proudly say that no project or vehicle is too small or too large for us to handle. So that's one of the benefits going with us. So I guess on a personal note, I guess, right, it's kind of a must-have question. Why go with Farber? What makes us different? What truly sets us apart? So what I can say is that myself and the Farbers themselves, we are firm believers and supporters of the library, bookmobile, and outreach community in general. We don't just build these vehicles to be profitable. We build the vehicles to make a difference. When somebody comes to us with a budget, our goal is not to build a vehicle that just costs that amount. It's to provide the customer with as many options as possible and to give them the most that we possibly can. Our goal is to create long-lasting relationships with our customers. And it's not just in business, but in our personal lives as well. So we appreciate the opportunity that we have had to work with so many different groups, and we look forward to continuing to do so for so many years to come.
Excellent. So is there anything else that you would like to tell us about Farber that we haven't talked about?
So like I said, I love working at Farber. Farber's a great place, a great company. And if there's anything that anyone needs, whether it's to build their vehicle, information, just information, if you need specs or something sounds like you need clarifications, that's what we're there for. So you're always free to give us a call, a ring, or an email, and we'll help you out in any way we can, whether you're building with us or not. Like I said, it's not just about making money. It's about getting people vehicles, and vehicles that are going to last them a long time. We know these libraries don't always have the best funding, and so we want to work with you guys to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. It's, it comes out of my taxes, your taxes. We're all paying for this, and no one wants to see money just wasted for no reason. So we'll always help you in any way that we can, like I said.
Excellent. So if I'm correct, this is going to be your very first in-person ABOS conference, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did the digital. I've now attended the PLA and the ALA. I've been to countless shows, honestly, as a driver trainer. I took the vehicles to them. I set up the booths. I did all that fun stuff. And now's my time to shine and kind of experience the actual in-person thing. So seeing everybody at the ALA, the PLA, and now the upcoming ABOS, it's just exciting to kind of get out there and meet these people face to face that I've seen so many times in Zoom meetings. I've done, I don't know how many more Zoom meetings in my life now. And that's what I look forward to. I look forward to meeting everybody.
Well, your countdown is 59 days.
Oh, that's
we're
crazy
there.
to think about.
I know.
We're all booked and registered, I think. We're ready to go. So
excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing you there. And once again, we thank Farber for everything that they do for outreach and the librarians, and especially you being, right there on the end of the phone. We greatly appreciate that. And I appreciate your time to do this.
Yes.
And like I said, we'll see you in 59 days in Scottsdale.
Yeah. See you guys.